Hello and welcome to this Warcraft replay. This is going to be the second of a best of 5. Uh, and yeah, I took a little nap and I'm energized, hopefully, for the next couple of games. So yeah, I do apologize about, I guess, the near ending of game 1. If I did sound a little sleepish, sheepish, sleepy, then I do apologize, but I'm not going to I'm not going to recast that one because uh, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, game 2, it's going to be on the Plunder Isles. So yeah, I haven't watched too many games from this map, to be honest, so I don't know what to expect. I guess it's just safe to expect a normal from both players. I mean, I think the only race that I have not seen played on this map is most probably Undead. I'm just going to restart the replay just to get rid of that health bar. It does seem to get really annoying and I don't know how to fix that one. So let's just speed up where we kind of left off. So yeah, I don't think I've seen Undead play on this map, so I'm not sure how they play. Of course, I mean, it's usually race play style over map anyway, so maps don't generally dictate what kind of composition people go for, just because it's just a map. It doesn't really affect too much unless there's like a lot of upper level cliff-based battlefields, then I guess that kind of benefits the range units, at least the races that do have range units. So yeah, orc screwed. Anyway, Mountain King first for Yumiko. He did. Who won game 1? I'm trying to remember who actually took the victory in game 1. I think it was XiXi that took it, yes. Now I know the reason why I got a little sleepy, because game 1 was a little hectic. A little messy from both players, to be fairly honest. I think it was extremely messy from Yumiko. He could have totally won that one, but he didn't, so yeah, it kind of made me look bad, I guess. Anyway, Mountain King first. He's been doing that, at least in this series so far. I mean, this is 2 of 2 now, so if there's any reason, then I don't know what it could be. Hopefully we don't get any stuttering, because that would be rather annoying, but we do have some stuttering, so I don't know what the reason is, but hopefully it doesn't become too much of a pain. Warden first for XiXi, who is going to be spawning in as the blue knight of playing the bottom left. I guess expect the standard Warden opening, which is most likely double Ancient of Wars into Huntresses into double Ancient of Laws. Probably not the best to go into against a tier 3 human, but I mean that's what XiXi won last game anyway. And of course Yumiko is going expand first, it looks like, since he is clearing out that creep camp, gold mine. So yeah, he will probably place down, I guess, towers. I don't know. It's anyone's guess. I would say either towers first or just straight up town hall. Looks like town hall should be the choice. Ah, it's gonna be a tower, and then a town hall. Okay. Oh well. Ancient of War being placed down in this location. It's weird that XiXi's doing it. I guess it was just to save that Wisp's life, but he could have just detonated. It did kind of waste those militias' time, but yeah. I mean, you had to play a little bit without that those resources. Oh, we already have a second Ancient of War in the bottom right gold mine, and this is going to be spotted immediately by the Mountain King. Ancient of War, he's going to be surrounded by the footmen. Both neutral creep camp and human player hammering on this Ancient of War. This is most likely going to fall. We are going to have a Stormbolt on a Wisp, and that will prevent the repair of the Ancient of War. It's not great for XiXi. That's going to set him back a little bit, especially since, I mean, that was the second Ancient of War. You can't get that many Huntresses out anymore. Plus, oh, never mind. XiXi is now going to tick up instead of stick to tier 1. I was going to say that XiXi's probably going to refrain from ticking up if he places that second Ancient of War again, but he chose not to. He's going to go straight to tier 2 since he is a little behind already. I mean, level 2 Mountain King versus level 2 Warden, that's not great, because either the Warden should be ahead, or, I mean, she should get some really favorable trades against the Mountain King by harassing, but XiXi hasn't done that. But anyway, Mountain King is just creeping as happily as he can be. I mean, this is going well for Yumiko, I think. He's both creeped well, farmed well, and of course he has managed to pick up pretty good opportunities when he went to harass. So second Ancient of War being placed down on the top of the Goblin Merchant, so that's one level above the cliff, which is already one level above, so it's like 2 levels above. Yeah, math. Hunter's Hole is out, of course, so we do have Huntresses out. So, oh, we actually have a bunch of Huntresses out, so they will maybe get a good pickup on these footmen. I mean, I think there's enough Huntresses to be even with that huge amount of footmen, but of course the Arcane Tower is there, so might discourage a little bit. Alright, Yumiko, oh, rallied footman is going to take some damage, but will be able to fall back with sufficient health. Archer has been taken down thanks to the Stormbolt. Level 3 has finally been gained on the Warden, so maybe level 2 Shadow Strikes will be coming out. We are gonna probably have the Shadow Meld coming in, but Huntress is not doing that at all. I have no idea why she didn't try to Shadow Meld. Oh well. The Warden is going to Shadow Meld herself. Oh. Footman was denied. Trying to prevent him from dying to the Shadow Strikes damage over time. The Warden might be a little screwed. She did put 2 points into Shadow Strike. She should have a point into Blink as well. I mean, I can't... Oh, she does. Okay. I can't imagine her picking up Fan of Knives in this situation. So, yeah. Blink is going to be the second ability, and thank God for that. Otherwise, the TP scroll would have been used. Alright, we are at tier 2, but we're also expanding. So, XiXi, he's going a rather... I wouldn't say uncommon, but it's neither common either. It's Yumiko does this quite a bit. He or at least when at a human mirror, he goes and ticks up pretty early on, and then expands when he builds his army. Just, I guess, leverage, or just it's more to secure your expand, or the longevity of your expand. So yeah, but this time XiXi's doing it. He ticked up first and then he expanded. So yeah, and interesting second pick. We are gonna have the Demon Hunter as the second hero. Not the combination that is usually seen nowadays, especially, but yeah, I can understand the hero chemistry here. I mean, tons of damage from the Warden, and of course the Demon Hunter is most likely there for his mana burn, just trying to shut down that Mountain King as best as he can. Of course, it's going to be rather difficult with a level 1 mana burn, as well as the Mountain King having that greater mana potion. So, yeah, this is going to be rather interesting to see happen. I mean, those wisps probably could just go and mass detonate and maybe take out 150 mana of that Mountain King. But like I said, he has his greater mana potion and he can toss out multiple Storm Bolts. That's one, and of course it did deal damage, so that was pretty significant. Shadow Strike was able to take down a Footman. I have no idea what Yumiko is doing. He, well, he picked off a Huntress. Still, I have no idea what Yumiko's doing. Either he needs... well, now that I think about it, I guess I know what he's doing. He's trying to delay this entanglement of the gold mine as long as possible, in exchange for just doing nothing, to be fairly honest. He's exchanging Footmen for a couple of Huntresses, which is pretty good itself. But, yeah, he is going to force to TP out, and he's going to lose units in the process of TPing out, so... yeah, I'm not sure about that one. We even had a couple of riflemen being picked off. Rifleman, as I have expressed, is rather expensive. We even had double barracks, which is rather uncommon, but since we did have a rather early tier 2, we are going to have dryads coming out, so meh. Double Sanctum is out, as well as a workshop to accompany it. It's pretty standard. I guess the only non-standard is Yumiko's addition of riflemen. I mean, some orc players usually go for headhunters as well, maybe one or two to begin with, but later on they just completely neglect to train them up any further on. So yeah, it's kind of like that. I guess you could compare it like that. Demon Hunter is creeping out by himself, trying to get at least level 3. He needs that level 2 mana burn in order to be even more effective. Of course, the Warden is pretty effective herself. She's already level 3. She's been level 3 for a while, and of course level 2 Shadow Strike does deal a ton of damage. Archmage 2nd is going to be coming out, so pretty like samey playstyle for Yumiko. I mean, even in game 1 he went quite a bit of Rifleman. I don't think Yumiko went the workshop though, so that's the only adaptation that he has made. And of course that's not even much of an adaptation, since that's pretty standard as well. Honestly, Yumiko probably shouldn't be fighting at the low ground, because he is going to have a chance of missing, but it doesn't matter too much. I mean, we have a mortar team out as well, so they're going to deal siege damage. Not looking good for XiXi. He does have a lot of bears out, so that's one big plus about this. He was also master trained his bears, so they do have their bear forms, so they will probably be able to use that. But the Ancient of War is going to be taken down. 53 versus 79. Huge discrepancy in terms of food supply. And this is going to be tough because we have a couple of towers at the back as well. Thunderclap being used. That was a pretty big deal, I think. That was a huge amount of damage, in my opinion. And of course, the Mountain King still has his mana potion. He is going to use it, invulnerability potion, to cancel out that Stormbolt. Pretty nifty timing from XiXi, but of course that invulnerability potion is going to be running out. That Warden probably should take care of herself. The Demon Hunter is also taking quite a bit of damage, but he can TP out if he can get that right, but he did not. So Demon Hunter dies. Warden also blinks in, trying to get that Mountain King, but she was taken down as well. GG from XiXi, and that is going to be 1-all in this best of 5 series. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I will see you guys in game 3.